Welcome to the Immigrant in Law channel. Are you dreaming of opening a business in Europe? Do you want to know how to choose a country, what taxes to consider, and how legal support will help you to avoid mistakes? Then you've come to the right place. Today we will look at the basic steps of starting a business in Europe, the peculiarities of the tax system, and how citizenship in Slovenia through repatriation simplifies the process. Europe is not only cultural diversity and high standard of living, it is also a huge market that can become a springboard for your business. However, moving and doing business abroad is not an easy task. That's why it's important to know where to start and how to avoid common mistakes. Stay tuned to the end to find out how Immigrant in Law can help you to get citizenship and start your own business. Why particularly Europe? Here are a few reasons. Large market. Access to 27 EU countries with a total population of more than 450 million people. Here you can realize your business ideas on an international level. Stable economy. European countries offer favorable conditions for business, including transparent regulations and support for entrepreneurs. Support for small and medium-sized businesses. Many countries provide grants, subsidies, and tax incentives to help startups. Developed infrastructure. Europe is famous for its transportation and digital networks, which facilitates logistics and interaction with customers. However, it is important to remember that each country has its own characteristics. For example, France is known for its support for startups, while Germany is known for its high competition, especially in the technology sector. To choose the right country for your business, you need to analyze all the nuances. To start a business in Europe, you need to go through several steps. Country selection. Study the economic conditions, taxes, and level of competition. For example, Germany is suitable for technology, while Slovenia is suitable for logistics and agriculture. It is also important to consider the language barrier, as in some countries knowledge of the national language will be an advantage. Company registration. You will need to prepare statutory documents, choose a legal address, and decide on the form of ownership. For example, sole proprietorship or LLC. The registration process may vary from country to country. In Germany, it takes up to several weeks, while in Slovenia it is much faster, up to 7 working days. Opening a bank account. European banks require a business plan, company registration documents, and proof of your identity. This is a mandatory step for all transactions. Obtaining licenses and permits. If your business is related to regulated fields such as medicine or construction, make sure you have all the necessary documents. Hiring employees. Pay attention to local labor laws. It's important to consider minimum wage, taxes, and mandatory deductions. Each of these steps requires time and knowledge. For non-residents, the process can be more complicated, but if you are an EU citizen, many bureaucratic procedures are greatly simplified. The European tax system may seem complicated, but it is transparent and predictable. Let's break down the main types of taxes you need to consider. Corporate tax. It varies from country to country. For example, in Hungary it is only 9%, in Ireland 12.5%, and in Germany up to 30%. However, in most EU countries there are favorable conditions for small and medium-sized businesses. VAT, value-added tax. The standard rate is around 20%, but some countries apply reduced rates for certain categories of goods and services, for example, food or books. Personal income tax. If you are self-employed, you need to consider the income tax rates. In Slovenia, for example, they start at 16%. In addition to these taxes, it is important to keep in mind social contributions, such as employee insurance, pension contributions, and other obligations. In Slovenia, for example, the employer pays about 16% of the employee's salary in the form of social contributions. Another important point is tax incentives. In Slovenia, small businesses can claim a tax refund if certain conditions are met, such as creation of working places or investment in environmental projects. Now let's discuss how citizenship through repatriation to Slovenia can facilitate the process of starting a business. If you have Slovenian roots, obtaining citizenship becomes not only an opportunity to become part of the EU, but also a real tool for doing business. The repatriation process takes between 4 and 12 months. After obtaining citizenship, you get full access to the European market. You can freely open branches, cooperate with European partners, and participate in tenders. Simplified business registration procedure. EU citizens have fewer bureaucratic obstacles. For example, in Slovenia, there is no need to engage a local representative to register a company. Eligibility for subsidies and grants. EU countries actively support entrepreneurs. You can apply for government funding programs for startups. In addition, obtaining citizenship through repatriation allows you to avoid unnecessary costs for visas, work permits, and other documents. Immigrant in Law is ready to accompany you at all stages, from confirming your Slovenian ancestry to obtaining your passport. This saves you time and guarantees a successful outcome. What makes Immigrant in Law different from others? Experience. a team of professionals who know the ins and outs of repatriation. Over the years, they have helped hundreds of clients successfully obtain citizenship and set up businesses in Europe. Personalized approach. Lawyers take into account your goals and create an individual action plan to make the process as comfortable as possible. Time saving. The process takes from 4 to 12 months, and everything goes as smoothly as possible thanks to the established work with local authorities. Additional services. The company provides advice on taxation, legal aspects of doing business, and even real estate selection. Immigrant in Law is more than just repatriation assistance. It is a comprehensive support of your relocation and establishment in Europe. With us, you can rest assured that every detail will be taken care of. Starting a business in Europe is a reality if you have a clear plan and the support of professionals. Immigrant in Law will help you through this journey from the beginning and to the end. If you still have questions, contact Immigrant in Law. Immigrant in Law lawyers will help you to make your European dream a reality. All contact information is in the description of this video. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which EU country attracts you the most. Discover the world of opportunities together with Immigrant in Law.